I want to say peace and blessings to our family on YouTube. I know all is well. Now, I'm going to do health readings tonight. I was going to do past life readings, but I'm going to do health readings because based off of the feedback I got when I asked everybody questions, and said,
and you told us,
hold on, y'all.
It was mythology.
Okay. We got a lot of feedback. Now I'm going to go over the question I put up on Facebook and some of the things that people were saying in reference to what's going on with the body, okay? Now I know you all probably saying, oh boy, here we go. But this is real. We're going to be talking about the new human body. The transformation that the physical human body is going through. And based off of this question that I put up there, people are experiencing the same symptoms that, others are experiencing. They're running to the doctors. They're not knowing what's going on. So basically, yes, I am. Okay, see? So what I want to do is, can you pull Facebook up on your other phone for me real quick? Which one you have Facebook on?
Oh, that phone dead.
Okay.
The one I had it on.
All right. Well, you keep talking to the people. Let me go get the iPad. Hold on for a minute. Y'all, I'll be right back. Talk to the people.
So basically, what we're going to talk about is the shift that's taking place tonight in the human body, as far as organs moving around. Your heart moving to a different place. In the body. Your liver, things that's going on with your lungs. Last night we was watching something about, they was even talking about the skull. They used to have 2 holes in the skull, and now you got 4 in the front, and then you didn't have holes behind the eye socket. Now you got 2 holes behind the eye socket. It's just a bunch of stuff that we're going to be discussing tonight as far as the shift going and the transformation that's taking place amongst the human body. So, basically tonight that's what we're going to be talking about. And which readings you're going to be doing? The
health readings.
Health readings.
Give everybody the phone number.
And the number to call in will be the 909 number. 909 was
749-8626, y'all. 909-749-8626. Get ready, we're doing health reading, okay? But what I want to do is, before we do health readings, I want to go over the question that I posed on Facebook the other day, and the feedback that I got back was like crazy, y'all. It was crazy. So We're going to talk about that, Courtney, why these things taking place in the body. It is a form of evolution. Exactly, Courtney. What it is, as I told you all, and I've been telling you for years, those who follow me on my radio show, I talked about this years ago. I talked about the fifth dimension. Dr. Delbert Blair was on my show. We talked about it. You see what I'm saying? So basically, what we got to understand, family, this been going on, but because some of you all are now coming into this vibration, you're recognizing the symptoms, you're recognizing the signs, okay? Now, we even did a show on the Mandela effect, okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Now, I posed a question to people. I think it was, what's today? Sunday, Friday night, okay? And the question basically asked everybody. Okay, hold on, y'all. We're trying to pull it up now. Okay, the question was, a spiritual transformation is taking place with the human body. Please let me know if you are experiencing any of these symptoms. Back pain, radiating to your womb area for women, and men, the back area, stomach area, feels like your organs are shifting, kidneys, liver, pancreas, etc., constipation, lack of hunger, desires for more green foods, no appetites, all of that. Okay. Now, if you have any of the symptoms, let us know. But when I tell y'all, let's see, we got comments. We got a lot of comments, y'all. We had a few comments. Some people said, yes, all of the above. Past few days, you bringing this up is validation. I'm having some symptoms also, Nikki. Hey, Nikki, it's funny you mentioned this because I've been having those symptoms and I have been feeling like, these are different people, y'all. Oh my God, yes, I've been having lower back pain and heavy feeling in my stomach, uterus for the past week when it started. Definitely, okay, these are some of the feedback. This is some of the feedback that I've gotten, okay, from some of the people that are listening now. Now, let me just say this, y'all. Before we get on to the health readings, we do know that this is the new human body. As I told you all years ago, we are transforming at a cellular level. We are going through a new evolutionary process. Now, some of us are experiencing it, some of us are recognizing it, and some of us are not because we're still on the third dimension, okay? Now, we're saying that pretty much the ones who are spiritual, okay, and pretty much embarking on the spiritual journey are recognizing it for what it is. The ones who are not, it's happening to them, but they're not recognizing what it is. They're running to the doctors, all these other things are going on with them. Now, with us that are recognizing it, you all need to know what this is. First and foremost, go to the doctors. Always go to the doctors first. Make sure it's nothing, underlying disease or something else going on with your body, okay? But most of us are experiencing these symptoms because our bodies are changing, the cells are changing, things are shifting, as Brother Dink was talking about. At one time, we had for those who know about anatomy and physiology, if you took it in college like I did, okay, there were certain areas in your body where organs were, there were certain areas in your body where, pancreas was, and, this was at and that was at. Example, okay, one of the symptoms, heart. Somebody said to me, my heart is hurting really bad. The heart is expanding, okay? The heart is expanding, and the heart has shifted over from the left side to the middle of the chest, okay? So that's probably a symptom that you're feeling based off of, the transformation and the, cells changing in the body, okay? So whereas your heart used to be in the left with one side, now it's in the middle, okay? And not only that, the heart has expanded. And not only that, at one time we used to have 2 lobes. They used to consider us special. Now we have 4 lobes in our heart, okay? We was the most, extravagant beings on the earth because, we were special because we had, 2 lobes and now we have 4.
Chambers.
I'm sorry, I said lobes, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the lungs, the chambers, because that's another thing I'm going to tell you about. 4 chambers, okay? Now, the lungs, we used to have 2 lobes in each lung. Now it's 3 lobes in one lung and 2 lobes in another lung, okay? Now, and those who are just joined, we're talking about the new human body, how the body is growing and transforming based off of this major transformation. A lot of people are not recognizing for what it is. If you're getting any of these symptoms that we're talking about, if you've been to the doctor and they say, oh, nothing is wrong, you had all kind of tests, You done been to the gastroenterologist. You done been to the, the heart doctor, the cardiologist. You done been everywhere, okay? And they're saying nothing is wrong. Then this is what's going on with your body, okay? Now, also too, they were talking about. Let's talk about the back pain, okay? The back pain. If any of you women are feeling pain in your back, and it's radiating around to your womb, okay? This is another part of transformation in your body that's taking place. It's shifting too, okay? So a lot of women are feeling that. They go, oh, my back is hurting, and then all of a sudden that pain goes around to your womb. There's a change being made within the woman's womb, okay, along with the earth. Don't get it confused, along with the earth, because we're connected, okay? What else did we...
the eye socket.
Okay, well, at one time, the human skull of y'all remember, and everything I'm telling y'all, I want y'all to Google. Everything I want y'all to Google. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up for yourself. The skull, we used to have hollow, in the skull, hollow eyeball, eye sockets.
Yeah, nothing was behind it.
Nothing was behind it. Now,
behind the eyeball.
There's bone protecting the eye sockets now. There's bone protecting the eye sockets now, okay? That's another level of transformation with the human body.
Thyroid gland.
Now, your thyroid gland, it used to go in the back of your trachea, right? Now the thyroid gland is wrapped around your trachea, okay? The thyroid gland is wrapped around your trachea now. It's no longer just halfway around the trachea in the back. It's wrapped around. Another thing, too, the intestines. Okay, the intestines are pretty much shaped differently now. Now, for those again who just joined, we're talking about the new human body, how your body is being upgraded along with everything in the cosmos, as our ancients said, as above, so below, and on, earth here right now. The human body is a part of it all. And see, this should be something you all should really pay attention to, because if you're going through these different symptoms in your body, back pain, stomach, you don't feel hungry no more. Let me tell y'all about the stomach. The stomach used to be up like this. Now the stomach leans. And not only that, the stomach is being protected by the rib cage now. Whereas before, it wasn't protected by the rib cage. The stomach was actually up, okay? And it wasn't protected by the rib cage. The stomach is now leaning. So when you experience that symptom of, I'm not hungry, I feel full already, this is part of the human body transformation. Okay, this is why you're getting that actual symptom. Okay, the symptoms with the lower back, as well as the woman and the man, there are more ribs. The ribs are not hanging in the midair anymore. They're connected. You have 4 holes. You used to have 4. Now you have 2 holes in the rib, and they're connected. So this is where you're feeling the pain in the back. Okay, so all of these symptoms that we're talking about has something to do with a major change that's taking place with your body.
Do you think that it's a spiritual transformation as far as like, or do you think it's just we're evolving because of like our body realizes, because we're all connected in some kind of way? Do you think it's because like, okay, say when we get in an accident, this bone is prone to do this, and so the body is adjusting, or disease affect this organ this way, so the body is adjusting? Do you think it's something like that? Like, is that why we're evolving, or you think it's all just spiritual? What do you see?
It has to take place. Every 25,900 year cycle, it takes place. So this earth, everything goes through a transformation. The planets, the animal, every species on this planet. You understand? The cosmos. So it has to take place. It is spiritual because we are becoming more spiritual beings. So this process that's taking place is basically, evolving the human being. Okay? Just that, like years ago, we might have been taller, right? Now, we could be coming back to that time where we're growing taller. So the organs have to adjust to the time and the transformation of the physical body.
Okay, you said you mentioned the organs, so you just made me think about the pineal gland. What about the pineal gland?
The pineal gland will no longer be calcified as it was one time.
So that means everybody
everybody's pineal gland will become decalcified automatically. And not only that, what Spirit has shown me with the pineal gland is the pineal gland will also begin to expand itself. Just like the heart is expanding itself, the pineal gland will begin to expand itself. At before it looked like a little, maybe a pine tree, you know what I mean? Well, it will begin to expand. I see that it will be very open.
So I know when the pineal gland does expand, that means people become more spiritual.
Well, yes, the pineal gland plays a very big part in our spiritual, and that's our first eye. So pretty much, yes, the pineal gland will allow you to be able to connect. And it all has something to do when I was telling you all about the actual DNA reactivation. Now, you all will hear many say, oh, well, the DNA, is activating. No, it's reactivating. At one time, many, many years ago, 25,100 years ago, we actually used more strands of our DNA. Well, this is what's taking place now. So as the DNA reactivates, the body, the human body, the physical body has to transform with it. And not only that, the spiritual body has to transform with it. So when we talk about the pineal gland expanding, okay, Brother Adinkra, when we talk about it expanding, we have to understand it will give us more insight into that spiritual world that that we're a part of, besides the physical world. You know what I mean?
Okay. So that means our gifts are gonna get even more heightened. We're gonna have more gifts now.
Yeah, we're gonna have our gifts are gonna be heightened. And see, some of you all are probably experiencing it right now. Some of you all experiencing things and hearing things and seeing things you ain't never seen before. And if you are, that's all part of this new body, this transformation that this body is going through, the growth, the shift of the organs, the shift of the pineal gland. You see, and that's the especially that part we're seeing, y'all, is gonna be off the chain. Us people that could see regularly in that dimension, years ago, being able to see, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Now it's going to happen to people who are not used to actually seeing that. You know what I mean? Courtney says, I'm experiencing more psychic abilities. See what I'm saying, Courtney? So that's the job that the pineal gland is taking on now, because it's expanding and it's not going to be calcified. Okay, this is what this human body is doing, is changing, is transforming the organs, everything. Ain't nothing they could do about it. Okay, that's why I told you all before. Remember I was telling you all, they can create all the new diseases they want, and what they're wondering is why the body is resisting it. Okay. As our body changes and the cells reprogram themselves, okay? As these cells reprogram themselves for the new era we're coming into, what's going to happen is none of their old stuff is going to work. The body's going to kill it like this. So our cells are writing new programs, okay? New programs, a new human being, okay? Now, family, we are doing health readings tonight, okay? Do call in at 909-749-8626. 909, excuse me, y'all, 749-8626, okay? Yeah, you know what? I do want to say it again. Do go to the doctor's, family. You might be getting all of these symptoms, and based off of what I'm spiritually seeing and what's taking place with this physical body, the spiritual body is going through a major transformation. However, do go to the doctors. But I'm going to do some health readings tonight, okay? We're going to do some health readings. If you want a health reading, call in 909-749-8626. Now, I will say this. Mostly the people who are vibrating on a higher frequency, okay? Who are vibrating on a higher frequency are getting these symptoms, and they're running to the doctors, they're running to the specialists, and they're saying, we don't see nothing wrong, okay? They're saying, we don't see anything wrong. So with saying that, What I'm saying is if you're going to the doctors and you're getting first opinion, second opinion, ain't nothing wrong, then you are going through this transformation at a rapid level. And what you need to understand is why you're going through it and how to embrace it and deal with it, okay? Because even the symptom of the back, that many of us experiencing, I'm going to doctors, well, you be thinking all kind of stuff. Y'all be like, oh, I got cancer or something is wrong. I got back problems. I got nerve problems. You know what I mean? You think of all kind. You put every thought in your head about what could be wrong with you. You know what I mean? You thinking all kind. Oh, I got brain cancer. My head is hurting. My head. Another symptom, y'all.
If you spiritual, is somebody trying to do work?
Right.
That's what a lot of people call us.
Yeah, if you spiritual, somebody's trying to do work on me. Another thing, the brain. Do y'all feel like tightening of your brain or like there's some kind of pressure in your brain? Okay? Do get checked out though. Always get checked out. However, go ahead. All right, we're going to take a caller.
Nikki, this is the Nikki Love Show. Now ask is calling. Oh, is it? Did I? Shit, my bad. Hello? Hello? I guess nobody has a question.
Did somebody just call in? All right. Okay, call back.
Thanks for the donation, Black Rose, on YouTube. She donated $5.
All right, thank you, Black Rose, for the donation. All right, family. Any questions?
For those of you that are on on YouTube, if y'all we do have super chat, so you can donate your money if you want to donate.
All right, so Larry Black says, what's going to happen to all the evil people on the planet? Nova America, call back. We wasn't getting you. What's going to happen to all the evil people on the planet? Larry Black, I don't know. I ain't the creator of this people on the planet. I don't know what's going to happen to the evil people. No, but you know what?
They're going to get justice. Justice is going to be handed down to them.
Well, let me just say this, Larry Black. Those who are evil, okay, they will have a choice to either be righteous or unrighteous. And if they choose to continue to be unrighteous and walk with the evil side, okay, then whatever happens to them happens to them. It ain't my goddamn problem. All right. I don't like going to the doctor. Every time I go, they look at me like I'm some freak show because they find something strange or unique about me that many others don't have. My dentist said he never seen... Okay. Go ahead. He never seen teeth identical on both sides and wanted to study me. I said no. Courtney? Yeah. When I got my tooth pulled, they said they had never seen a tooth so long like that, right?
Yes. I said. You got a question?
Calling in.
How you doing? You got a question?
Yes, hi. I've been experiencing pain in my lower back. Like I feel stuff moving around. Like when I stand up and stuff like that, or when I sit down, it's like something is like loose in my back or something like that.
You know what, Nova? That's one of the symptoms. What are you doing?
You finna go stand on the damn
computer. That's one of the symptoms. That's the body shifting. That's the that rib cage and all of that is shifting. It feels like something's moving in there, right?
Yeah. Because I kind of figured it was kind of due to a fight I had like 2 years ago or something like that. But if that was the case, I mean, it would be like, I don't think I'll be walking. But, like you said, I think my body is really transforming because I'm looking good. I'm feeling good, but my back is like telling me something is really changing, like big time.
Right.
Like it's my back is. I don't know what's going on, but it's telling me that my whole body's changing.
You know what? And a lot of us are able to feel it. You know what it is. If you're somewhat spiritual, you know what it is. You feeling things moving in your body. You thinking somebody put something in your food or something, So
yes, ma'am.
I see that. That's pretty much your body changing. That's what I see Nova Black, with you. So I don't see anything major, but I always like to say still go to the doctors, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling in tomorrow. I'm calling my doctor tomorrow morning.
Right, just to make sure. And then y'all got to be careful because, sometimes we got to be careful because they might say it's one thing and it's not another thing. So, use your own pretty much spiritual eye to tap in and see what you feel and just watch your symptoms because they might try to say something. It might not be nothing at all.
And I have noticed too with black people, they've been if they'll tell them like they might have symptoms of something else, and then they have them in there to get this, and then they end up passing away because they treating them for something they don't have.
Mm-hmm.
So just
exactly. Or it could be my age as well because I'm 38 years old.
That's not.
Had a recent birthday, September 9th. And I'm 38 years old, and even though it's like I feel like I'm 18, my body's telling me you're 38. You know what I'm saying? And it could be that too, but like I said, I'm just gonna call my doctor in the morning and see what's going on. But so nowadays these doctors don't know what's going on with other people's body. They, so
yeah. Well, you know what? You're not that old. 38 ain't old. Trust me. You ain't that old. But I feel you. But another thing, too, when we don't exercise the body, that's another thing that could cause pain in the body. You know what I mean? But this right here is a little bit more deeper than just pain. This is something we must pay attention to, and especially as being spiritual beings, because this is real, okay? Okay. All right, Nova Black, thank you for calling in.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Love y'all.
Love you too, sis. Take care.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
All right. So Courtney Johnson says, is this bodily transformation occurring in animals too? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And let me tell you how deep it is. I said it the other day on the floor. I had cats all my life. We have a cat, and it was a kitten still. And I noticed the change. If you all watch the Animal Planet, even the animals are getting along. So this is how you know that this transformation is taking place with the animals too. They're
saving each other when the other one's about to get killed.
Exactly.
Totally different species.
And they're going through transformation too. Everything. Their brains, their bodies, their hearts, all of that. And another thing, these animals are becoming more smarter.
Mm-hmm.
More smarter. Like they're able to comprehend what you're saying, even though you're speaking, according to what they say, a language that they don't understand, which is a whole bunch of bull, because they do understand the language. Because if not, they wouldn't move when you say move. So, they try to tell you anything. So animals, yes, are going through a major transformation. Hey, Sonia, how are you?
Christy Mott says, I couldn't focus at work today because my head was hurting so bad. Black Rose 27 says, 2 years ago I had to have a full body x-ray, and I was told that I have a 6th vertebrae in my lower spine while everyone else has 5.
That's spiritual. That's unique. People with different parts of their body. Like some people born, I know of a friend of mine, his daughters were born, he was born with a 6th finger. I'm going to say they're different species of beings. If you all take a look at the different species on this earth, everybody's not exactly the same. So I'm not surprised, Black Rose, you just probably come from planet Venus. You know what I mean? And people think it's funny, but it's not funny. And these are things we need to understand and look at. Because we're not recognizing it for what it is. And now you're being shown. Okay, wait, go ahead now. Now you're being shown. Okay, now you're being shown right before your eyes was taking place. You're being shown how there are different species. You're being shown how this transformation is really taking place. Do all of you feel like yesterday? Right? It's not a full moon yet. But yesterday, did you feel like you was in another dimension? Like it just like the energy just flipped? Anybody felt like that? Did y'all feel like the energy just flipped? Like you just felt on another, like you was in another dimension somewhere. Anybody felt that? Because I felt it. Did you feel it, Brother Adinkra?
I felt like an energy shift. Like in my focus, it seemed like my focus lately has been going up on other things, like stuff that I really want to do. I started focusing on that, like the things that I want to accomplish, and I'm starting to actually accomplish them. So yeah, I could feel the difference in just the way I think now.
You see, you felt it, Nova America, right? Okay. All right, family. Those who just joined on Facebook and on YouTube, we are doing readings, live health readings. Okay. 909-749-8626. Call in. And if we don't have that many, y'all, if we don't have that many health readings, we're going to go ahead and do what most of you all requested, past life readings. And we'll do about 30 minutes of that. But if we don't have that many readings for health, then we're going to do our past life readings. So if you want to call in for past life, excuse me, y'all, I'm getting tongue-tied. Past life reading, call in. Okay. Kim Smith says, I got 6 fingers on each hand and the small hole on each ear canal. I feel it. Kim Smith, different type of being. You come from a different type of planet. And see, this is funny because, people are so brainwashed and programmed to think that, that it's only the human species and we're only one kind because we all have hearts and kidneys and, you know what I mean? Not realizing that, honestly speaking, when you're spiritual, you see beyond that. Like, if you look at some people, you ever notice, y'all, you go to a certain place and people have a certain look about them. Everybody has this one look about them. Either they have let's just use a long face and they're brown skin. They just got this look. And you'll go over to, Kansas and you see somebody with the same type of look. That's a person, another human being that comes from another planet. That's not part of your species of being, okay? Y'all ever notice that? Pay attention. This is, and it sounds crazy to some, and some of y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So, the species you come from, Kim Smith, y'all had 6 fingers, okay? 6 fingers, and y'all had holes in your ear canal. That's your species of people that you come from. See, that's why we need to pay attention. When the doggone said that they come, or we come, from Sirius A and B and C, these are star planets. You have Zulu said they come from the planet of Mars. Now, the Zulu are warriors, and they're very tall. Think about it. They were telling you right then and there, you come from different star systems. So I think what we need to do is open up, our minds, for those who are not realizing that it's already being done, but decalcify your pineal gland. Open up yourself for information to come into you so you can understand what's taking place with you. Okay? Because this stuff is real. Okay? Now, all right, since we don't have health readings, call in for 909-749-8626. We're going to do some past life readings, okay? Yeah, excuse me. We're going to do some past life readings. Call in now.
And we're only answering your questions if you call in for your past life reading.
I'm going to put the number in here. It's 909.
I already put it in here.
All right.
909-749-8626.
Okay. Nova America says, when I was born, the doctor severed it and then it grew back. So you also had a 6 finger as well. See? And it grew back. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So the 6 finger grew back after they cut it off. Again, whatever people. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, you had 6 fingers too. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all come from a different planet. Y'all are different species of beings. Y'all are different species of beings. So whatever being you are, or planet you come from, or whoever shall created us, they created y'all with the 6 fingers. Okay, 6 fingers. Wow. Y'all can y'all see it now? Can y'all see what I'm talking about?
To accept, press 1.
Hello?
Hello, how y'all doing?
All right.
Good. How are you?
You got a question for us?
Hey, brother Adinkra, it's Nicole Tabron.
Hey,
All
Nicole. Blessings, my sister. How are you?
Peace.
I'm fine. Calling in for a very brief past life reading. I feel like I'm here now to finish what I didn't have a chance to do in my past life, but I just don't know what it could be or what to focus on right now.
So you said, okay, in your past life, you was around, let me see something, Nicole. Who was you in your past life? You know what, Nicole, it looks like you came back as a third great grandmother. You were here, you was here in the late 1800s, okay? You are like your grandmother, you are your grandmother, your grandmother's mother's mother that came back in this lifetime. And it also looks like you pretty much, you was going through some things in that lifetime. I don't know if you was during slavery times or what you was going through, but I see you was going through some serious traumas back then, and it looks like in that past lifetime you were a young woman and you passed away at an early age. You were in your early 20s when you transitioned off this earth. And I see.
And that's so crazy, Nick, because I was at the National African American History and Culture Museum yesterday, and I had the chills walking through the period of the 1800s. I really did. My heart was racing. My chest kept getting tight, and I kept telling my partner, like, something's going on. Somebody's trying. I don't know how to communicate, but I had a feeling just walking through that entire area, and I felt connected because I wanted to just stay there. But I ain't gonna hold you guys. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well, that's who you was. You was back in the 1800s, and you went through some things.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we got another caller.
All right, thank y'all.
All right, you're welcome. Blessings.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
Is the phone still? Hello?
No.
Let me call him back.
Okay.
He's going to that phone?
Mm-hmm.
Press 2.
All right. Blessings. Who's calling in?
Hey, it's Lawrence. I was calling about the past life reading.
Lawrence, welcome. And you want to know who you were in your past life.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Lawrence, did you know you was a white man in one of your past lives?
I knew it.
You was a white man in your past life, and it looks like you was here in 1930. I see that you were a white man living in the South in the 1930.
He said, I'm coming back to get
1930.
a
Wow.
black woman.
And I'm seeing Arkansas. You was in Arkansas. That was one of your past lives. You was a white man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I can kind of see that, I guess.
And it looks like it looks like you owned a farm. It looks like you own some type of farm in Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it like all animals or?
Yeah, it was all animals. You owned a farm, and I also see that you grew a lot of looks like greens, a lot of greens that you grew on your farm, but you had a lot of animals on your farm.
That's crazy because my mom always wanted to open a farm, and I always wanted to help run it with her, but she's never got around to it yet. But she always tells about every single animal, everything she wants to do. My granddad does crops in our backyard. That's crazy.
Wow. Well, I will tell you this: you died at an older age. You was like in your 70s, but it looks like you died and had a heart attack on your farm. You was outside. I don't know what you were doing. It looks like you had a rake or something like that, but it looks like you actually fell out on your farm, and that's how you died.
Oh no! Well, I ain't going outside no time soon.
Yeah.
He said, oh, no.
That's what I see.
Okay. All right. Well, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, family. We decided to go ahead and do with the past life readings. If you want a past life reading, call in 909-749-8626. 909-749-8626. No, you are not only one. Okay, yes, me too, Neil. All right, so I'm going back to Facebook. Yes, my sons have nubs. They still have feeling in them now. Yes, me too. And then Neil, no, you are not the only one. See, I told y'all. You look at here. Y'all them different type of beings. And a lot of people I noticed from India are born with 6 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people, you know, the Indians in India have a lot of deformities. If y'all ever watched the documentary, but a lot of people from India are born with 6 fingers. So y'all must come from that planet, that tribe that came from that planet in India, okay?
Okay. Daniela Dominique, I got 6 fingers and my niece got 2 extra fingers.
Nova, yeah. So you must be from that planet too, Daniela. You must be from that planet too. I'm telling y'all, look at the different. Okay, I've been around. I've been many places, especially in New York City. New York City is the melting pot, and I used to study people. I would study them when I would be on a train, and there would be all kind of people from all over the world. But I would always say, since I was a little girl, I would look at them and be like, you ain't from this planet right here. You know, I would think crazy things. My mind was very, very imaginative, family. Let me tell you something. I would look at people, I would say, that person's from the same planet as that person. That person's from the same planet as that person. And I would just compare the people, and I would watch. And then I would watch TV, and I would notice, like, different people would have same looks all around the world. And I'd be like, okay, you're from the same planet.
Yes, hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? Who's calling?
Gabrielle.
All right. Where you calling from?
Texas.
Texas.
Dallas.
Okay, Dallas, Texas. You got a question?
Yes, I was interested in a past life reading.
What's your first name?
Desiree.
Desiree?
Yes, ma'am.
Desiree. Who is Desiree in her past life? Desiree was in her past life. Desiree, are you attracted to anything Chinese, like Oriental or Chinese culture, or are you...
Not really.
Really? Because I see that you were a Chinese person in one of your past lives.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Yep. You actually was a Chinese little girl. I see a little girl. You were little. You were Chinese. Okay? So if you're not attracted to anything Oriental, you may become later on. But that was one of your past lives. What?
Do you like Chinese food?
I did at one point.
You did?
I watched a few documentaries and that kind of changed my life.
Okay.
Yeah. That's interesting though.
Yeah. That's what Spirit is showing me. You were Oriental little girl in one of your past lives. And it looks like the most recent past life that you were Oriental little girl.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Desirella. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Okay. All right. All right. Any more questions, family? Nikki Ferguson. Peace and blessings, Nikki. How are you?
What's up, sis?
Stop feeding us cats, Desiree. And see, the thing about it, family, we can have more than one past life, okay? Sometimes some of us been around here 3-4 times, and then you have us, like many of us who've been here millions of years, okay? Who remember. Sometimes you get glimpses of your past lives. I know a few people that I read that actually got glimpses of their past lives, okay? You're welcome, Desiree. All right, who's calling?
Leah.
Hey, Leah, how are you?
Doing good. I was calling to get a past life reading.
You was calling to get a past life reading, Leah.
Yes.
Why your number pop up? You ever got a reading from me before, Leah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so. I recognized the name on the phone. All right, Leah. Who was Leah in the past life? Leah, do you remember your great-grandmother?
Great-grandmother? No.
Okay. On your mother's side?
I've heard some things about her.
When did she die?
Wow. This is way before I was born.
Well, you back as your great grandmother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Is your grandmother still alive?
No, I don't have. Both of my grandmothers passed away.
Well, you came back as your great grandmother. Okay?
My mom's side?
On your mother's side. So your mother's mother's mother.
Oh, wow. She was, if I'm not mistaken, I think she was either Indian or half white.
Mm-hmm.
And she had children by my grandfather, and she died. She had a tragic death. So, wow.
Well, you came back as her, and she was half white, and I keep getting like she had like half white side from England somewhere, like Nottingham or something like that. That's what I see.
Okay.
She was half white.
Okay.
Did she have an accident?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hit by a car.
Yeah, I see a car accident.
Somebody killed her. Car accident.
Okay, well, you decided to come back as her. And I need you to ask more questions if you can. Your mother, if she remembers her grandmother, or, you know what I mean? She'll tell you more about it, but you have a lot of her ways.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Leah, for calling in.
You want to answer that question?
Thank you.
What question?
Black Rose 27. Is it true that we choose our lives before entering into this world?
Yes, it is. Yep. We choose whether we want to come back or not.
You choose your parents?
You choose your parents. Nikki, call in. I didn't realize how many people had extra fingers.
Me neither.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize how many people had extra fingers. Wow. Why? And my question, why would they cut them off? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, who's calling?
Hello.
You got me?
Yes?
Is there two people on the line or three?
There's one.
Oh, it's one? Nikki?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. This is F.
How are you?
You have a question? Something might be wrong with her phone.
Good. So, I was calling for a past life reading.
What's your first name?
That's Wundachi.
Oh, Efundeji. Okay.
We got to ask because some people don't use their real names.
Efundeji is not a coincidence that you got an African name. Are you practicing Yoruba? Are you Yoruba?
I am.
Okay. Efundeji, one of your past lives, okay? You were a man. One of your past lives. I'm seeing you were here in the 1920s. And it looks like it could be a man in your lineage of your grandfather, your father's side. Like a maybe an uncle that you came back as. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of your past lives. You were here as a man, as one of your uncles from your father's side. Go ahead, I can't hear you. Something wrong with your phone?
Okay. So, I'm basically like a new... I don't think so.
Okay, because your phone, it's like you going silent for a minute.
Okay, for one moment I can hear like another person on the line, another female.
Like
There were
this.
3 of us on the line.
Yeah, that's maybe it's an interference in the lines because I could just hear you. I could just hear you. Hang up and just continue to chat in the chat, okay? All right, okay. Something messing with the lines. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Any other questions over here?
No, we don't have any over here.
Kim Smith says, my son had the whole finger with a nail. They tied his off because the bone doesn't connect like your regular finger. Basically, it's useless. Hope that makes sense. Wow, it's interesting because y'all, I'm telling you, I never realized how many people had 6 fingers. And especially black people, y'all. Wow, that's amazing. We're doing past life readings, family. If you want to call in, we got a few minutes left. Call in now. 909-749-8626, okay? We're doing past life readings. Okay, hold on. Let me see what y'all say. Y'all saying, Nova, I was teased too about mine. Laugh a lot. I used to tell people it was a wart from a toad peeing on. Really? See, but the thing about it, now you don't feel like bad because you know that so many people had 6 fingers. I told y'all come from another planet. Y'all come from another planet somewhere. Let me see what planet y'all come from. I'm telling y'all, people who have been born with 6 fingers, there's so many different types of species. Human species. Not like cats, dogs. I'm talking about human species. Right? Y'all aliens. I told y'all a bunch of aliens. All right. All right, family. For those who want a past life reading, you can call in now. Okay? Before we get off of here. You can call in at 909-749-8626. All right? If y'all want a past life reading. If you want a past life. Now, we were talking about the shift in the body. A lot of people are getting symptoms. A lot of people are getting signs. A lot of people are running to the doctors and they're not getting answers. They're sending them to the cardiologist. They're sending them to the urologist. They're sending them to the gastroenterologist. You know what I mean? And they say nothing is wrong. Well, for those who came in late, this show was basically talking about the new human body, the transformation, the evolutionary process that's taking place with the human body at a cellular level. Your cells are reprogramming themselves, okay? Your heart is no longer in the left, it's now in the middle. Your heart no longer has 2 chambers, it has 4 chambers. Your lungs used to have 2 lobes apiece. Now they have 3 and 2 lobes, okay? Your stomach no longer sits straight up, it sits sideways, sort of looks like a kidney bean, like the kidneys, and it is now being protected by the actual rib cage, okay? Your womb is transforming, ladies. So if you're feeling pain in your back, around your womb area, that is changing. Your rib cages are changing, okay? They're coming together. There's so many different things that's going on with the body in this transformation. And again, if you're running to the doctors and they're saying nothing is wrong, this is what's going on. Your body's going through a cellular change. Every 25,920 years, human beings must go through a transformation. At one time, we were giants, and then we were little. This has been taking place millions and millions of years, y'all. This is nothing new, okay? So if you're feeling any of these types of head, your brain feel like it's being squeezed, you know what I mean? This is all part of the body changing. Pineal gland decalcified. This is happening naturally, where you will be able to tap into many dimensions. So this show tonight was basically talking about the new human body and what's taking place. All right. Now, again, I'm always going to say this. Do take heed. Do go to the doctors, okay? Lisa Williams, you got to call in the show. Anybody want a past life reading, you got to call in, okay? Do take heed because, we don't just want to assume that is that because there's still some underlying diseases still lingering around on this dimension right here, okay? But many of you all that are watching the show, many of you all that hit on my thread, pretty much everybody's on the same vibration of being spiritual, tapping into the spiritual. Everybody watches Gaia. I don't watch Gaia though. But this is natural with me. I'm in tune with nature. Okay. So that's what the show is about tonight, family. We're gonna take one more caller.
For those who want to call in, the number is 909-749-8626.
All right. So 2 days, all I could do was sleep. F. Fundeji says 2 days, all I could do was sleep. And you know what? I'm going to tell you like this. Another thing, have you all not been sleeping? Because some of it, last week I couldn't sleep. I was just coughing because cold is going around. The kids are bringing the cold from school. But coughing, I couldn't sleep. I'm getting 2, 3, and 4 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? And I'm like, really? Okay. All right, Nova, go to the doctors.
Hello.
Hi, Sean.
Peace, sis.
Hey, Nikki.
It's Brother Adinkra. Don't be telling people my government name.
Hey, Nikki, how are you?
I'm sorry. I'm fine.
All right. You want a past life reading, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Nikki, do you have a, look like I don't know if she's American Indian on your mother's side, older woman, long ponytail down her back, very chinky eyes. Looks like maybe a third grandmother, a second grandmother.
Not that I know of.
This is on your mother's side. Nikki. You're another one that's a grandmother. You came back as one of your grandmothers on your mother's side.
Okay.
And this woman, if you can find a picture of her, I'm seeing a third great grandmother too. So it's your mother's 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 mother, and she had a sort of like a Mexican / American Indian look to her.
Okay. And you said like a long ponytail?
Yes, a long ponytail, and she had a very, very American Mexican Indian look to her, and she very spiritual, but I keep seeing she was blind. You came back as her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. From your maternal side.
So you was Indian. That's why you could fight so good when we was growing up.
I got Indian in my family. My hair don't show it though.
Let me tell y'all, the first Indian was African. So the Indians were African and mixed with Khoisan tribe. That's where the Indians came from. American Indians came from the Khoi tribe as well. In Africa, the oldest tribe on the earth, the Khoisan tribe. And that's why you have the Indians looking the way they did when they migrated here to America.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But if you can find a picture, it would be worth it. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Lisa, call back in. Y'all see, when y'all call, it's a delay, but y'all see that we have somebody in. We're going to take Lisa. You're going to be the last one for the night.
Might as well not put that in. Call back in, Lisa Williams. For those of y'all who are calling in and y'all finding out that y'all were y'all grandmother or grandfather reincarnated, if y'all have pictures and stuff like that, try to find out more about them. So if you can do that, it'll help you understand more about yourself and who you are.
What the hell is that you mean? Let me. A little brat.
Hello?
Hello? Hello, I caught y'all.
Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm good. All right, so who was Lisa in her past life? Who was Lisa in her past life? Oh, boy. Lisa.
Yes.
You got any, and I'm not talking about American Indian. I'm talking about Indian from India in your family. Quick,
Hold on.
From India?
yeah.
That kind of makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Really?
I had a reading done unexpectedly by somebody, and it was telling about somebody I was with in a past life, and the last time we connected, it was in India. And that makes sense when you said that.
Well, you used to be an Indian woman in one of your past lives, and you was living in India when you was a very spiritual Indian woman too. Very spiritual.
Thank you.
Are you attracted to anything Indian, like Kali Ma and any Indian things? Are you attracted to that? You forgot about the coffee?
No, but I know my mom. We have Indian in our family.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother was, but that's I was because I know a lot of us have slanted eyes too, and I was wondering where that came from.
Mm-hmm. The original tribe in Africa called the Khoi tribe.
Khoi?
Khoisan tribe, yeah.
Let me look them up.
Look up the Khoisan tribe. And see, a lot of blacks in America like to say, well, I'm American Indian. I got every Indian in my family. Let me explain something to y'all. The first American Indians were African. You gotta remember, the Africans walked this whole continent. Let me explain something to y'all. The most of your people that you see with the slanted eyes, like the Indians, American Indians, are have lineages tracing back to the Khoisan tribe, which is the oldest tribe on this planet. Go reach Khoisan, Khoisan.
Okay.
Or just put in the Khoi, the Khoi, the Khoi tribe. One of the oldest tribe is the oldest tribe on this planet. Very Asian looking. This is where all of your Asian people migrated from this actual tribe. We have to understand there's over 3,000 tribes in Africa, and many of us have different lineages just traced back to these tribes. But when you see a slanted Indian, a Mexican, you got the Almacs, you got the that got the chinky eyes and has that look. They all derive from the Khoi tribe. Your Asians, your Japanese, your Chinese, your Philippines, your Hawaiian. They have a direct lineage to the Khoisan tribe.
Okay.
Okay?
So look that up.
Yeah, but you was an Indian woman from India in one of your past lives. And I don't know if she's connected in your bloodline somewhere. You understand? Through your maternal or your paternal side. But she is an Indian woman that you was. You came back.
Okay.
Okay?
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in.
So be blessed.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
I thought what Nova Black? Yep, I thought the Cheyenne tribe was here, but first, but Khoisan tribe is the oldest tribe on this planet. You want to do coffee?
Yeah, I get you some.
Yeah, the Khoisan tribe is the oldest tribe on this planet. You know what I mean? They're ancient. They're ancient. I remember I was somewhere and somebody said, you look like a Khoisan. Now, if you all notice, like Nelson Mandela, South Africa, you see a lot of them that have that look, especially Nelson Mandela. And Winnie Mandela, they got that Khoisan look to them in South Africa, but they're in South Africa, okay? And, excuse me, y'all. No, it's spelled Nova Black is Khoi. Khoi, the Khoisan tribe. Go look it up on Google it, Khoisan tribe. How do we find out what our mission is for coming back to this world? You would get a reading, Tiger Divine. I would have to do a reading for you. So it'd be like a journey reading to see what your journey is and why you came back to this earth for. I could do that reading for you. Okay? You should get a reading. Okay. Yeah, there you have it, Nova. It's KHOI. Okay? But y'all need to understand, and so y'all need to start going back. Did y'all hear about China offering Africa billions of dollars? Right? To do, business over in Africa? Y'all better pay attention to what's going on now. Let me just help y'all reflect here. Y'all remember the movie Today After Tomorrow? Remember at the end of the movie when the world was ending and the Chinese was working in Africa? Y'all remember that movie?
And everybody went to Africa.
And everybody ended up going to Africa, and people was trying to get on the boat, and Chinese people had the biggest and baddest boat, and people were trying to get on with the Chinese to go to Africa. That movie came out, 7, 8 years, 10 years ago, something like that? And now what you're seeing is taking place in real life. Okay? I told y'all need to get dual citizenship. Y'all better come on and get some land over in Africa, goddammit.
And in Africa, you don't pay taxes.
Yeah, and in Africa, you don't pay taxes, but not only that. Yeah, go watch it in Over America. At the end of the movie, people was breaking their necks to get up out of here because the United States of America is going underwater. All kind of stuff is happening. Do y'all remember I told y'all I had a dream a couple of years ago? I was sitting on the rings of Saturn, and I was looking at them. I was looking at the Earth from the rings of Saturn with my kids, and I could see pieces of the Earth, which the American side falling off and blowing off the map, right? All right, so pay attention to the signs. Now, China's wanting to do a big business with and build up Africa's infrastructure. Now, listen to this, y'all. In that movie, they show how China had a connection with, a connection with Africa, and China is the only one who had the boat to get the hell up out of here to go to Africa. Y'all better get dual citizenship. I don't know about y'all, but y'all better get ready. Thanks. Y'all better get ready. Yeah, pull it up, Nova. I think it's called The Day After Tomorrow. I think that's the name of it. Go look at, y'all Google it. China offering Africa billions of dollars to do work. Okay? Anyway, family, I don't think I'm going to stay on here much longer. We've been on for a while. It's time to get up off of here. But do your research. Do your research on the body shifting. Go look it up. Do your own research on it. Don't take my word for it. If you got any old anatomy books, go look at the old anatomy compared to what the new anatomy is. Go look it up. They're calling this or saying that this is part of the Mandela effect, okay? So go look it up. Don't just take my word for it. Go look it up yourselves. Go to Google, go to YouTube, whatever. I'm telling y'all, these things are taking place right now with the human body, and it all has to take place. It's nothing you could do about it. You a little speck. You're a little speck. If y'all look up from on top of the earth, you look like a little tiny piece of damn dust. You're just a little speck on this earth, okay? So I'm telling y'all, a little speck on this earth. Do understand there's nothing you could do about it. It has to take place. It's natural. Transformation. Body's transforming. Google it. Go compare the old anatomy books to the new anatomy, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This is not a joke on a game. All I can tell you all is embrace it. Embrace the energy and just kind of like, enjoy it and get ready for this next level of vibration. You know what I mean? Hey, Ken, you kind of late there. You kind of late. Hey, Brian. Brian Magnet, peace and blessings. Ken Abram, peace and blessings. Anyway, family, if we don't have any more questions, okay, wait a minute. What's the purpose of seeing stars fall? I saw 2 this week. I got my own theory about that. I have my own theory about that. I'm going to tell you this, Ken. My theory is, when you see a star fall, that star is being placed into a woman's womb, and that's when a baby begins to form. That's my theory, okay? Again, so when you see a star form, that star is falling into the woman's womb and beginning a new life. Because, the Dogon said we're star people. That's my theory, okay? Courtney says the Chinese motorcycle company CEO just got kicked out of Kenya for calling the people. I seen that, Courtney, for calling the monkeys, right? That's what he gets. They ought to kicked his ass out. They deported his ass right back to China. But let me tell you something about them Chinese. The Chinese are not going to tolerate that type of energy. Them Chinese about their money. So, you know, at the end of the day, that was just one Chinese. I bet you, when you get back to China, they're going to whoop his ass, okay? I'm telling you. Them Chinese about their business and their money. So, yeah, I seen that, though. He calling them monkeys. But, you know, I seen it, and he looked like a younger one. And them younger ones are brainwashed from watching shit on TV and seeing how we're treated over here in America. So the younger ones are pretty much brainwashed and programmed with American thinking, okay? Because the older Chinese know that 70% of their DNA traces back to Africa. And that's why they're trying to get a piece of Africa's land. Okay?
Because they're telling the citizens to go over there and marry women and have babies and stuff like that too.
Have babies with them, right?
But a lot of them are leaving the women, getting them pregnant and leaving and going back to China. Also,
that's what they say.
They say it's a big problem.
That's what they're saying. We don't know how true it is because we don't believe shit they show on this news over here. They tell you any goddamn thing. I'm call Africa and find out.
They probably wanted some free poom poom. They probably did.
Really? Really? I don't think so. Chinese people are very, very intelligent, and so are Africans. Let's not get it confused. At the end of the day, I will tell you what I see spiritually. Spiritually, the first Asian was African. I used to have a book, and somebody stole my book. But it shows you these pictures. These are real pictures. In certain parts of China where you see nothing but black African Asians with locks in their hair, all of that. And then they showed you the Buddha with the Bantu knots in their hair. They have a section in Asia where they show you they're black. Now, the first Asian was African. That all comes from what I told y'all earlier. Their lineage is tracing back to the Khoisan tribe in Africa. See, we got to stop letting them not identify Africa. Nobody wants to identify with Africa. Let's stop playing. Africa is the beginning of civilization and human beingness. And we need to go back. There's over 3,000 tribes in Africa, and many of us come and have lineages traced to them tribes. And we need to understand how brilliant and how powerful the land of Africa is and where we come from. I'm telling y'all. We need to stop letting them not, deny Africa. Nobody wants to identify with Africa. Where all the resources at. Wakanda forever. I'm just kidding, y'all. All right. Nova America, think about it. Stardust. Ancient one said we're stardust. And if you go back to Sumerians, to the Kemetic, family, to the Kemetic ancestors, they always talk about the stars. They always talk about, as above, so below, the Dawat. As above, everything is the same. It's a mirror of each other. Okay? All right, family, we're about to wrap it up. It's about time to get up off of here. Some of y'all got to go to the plantation tomorrow. And some of y'all don't. So the ones who don't, get on here and Google and learn what's going on with your bodies. Learn that your DNA is reactivating. Do some more research on this transformation with your bodies. For the ones who are sitting up here talking about, I got aches and pains and this is going on and that's going on, and going to the doctors, ain't nothing wrong. Go and do your research. You stay on Google, you stay on Facebook, Instagram, go do some research.
And also, like, family, when we do, like, we're doing readings and stuff like that, and y'all asking about your spirit animals and stuff like that, when y'all asking spiritual questions that y'all really want to know, please make sure that y'all take notes so y'all can go and research this stuff or use the information. Like when we did the spirit animals, write your spirit animals down because you can use those spirit animals. A lot of y'all didn't even take the time to write it down, and y'all asked it 3 and 4 times, what were your spirit animals again? So just keep that type of stuff in mind. A lot of this information that we're bringing you can use, especially the spiritual stuff. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already.
Give everybody YouTube page too.
And the YouTube
Facebook
page for people who are watching on Facebook is the Nikki Love Show. Easy to find. Anything else?
That's it. Anything else y'all want us to come back and talk about, let us know. Hit us here on Facebook, all right? Hit us here on Facebook if y'all want us to talk about something else. Okay? So we got the past life readings out the way. Maybe we'll do love readings. What y'all think? Y'all want some love readings? Maybe we'll do some love readings Wednesday.
If for those of y'all who got a past life reading, you want a more in-depth one, when she does do those, they cost a little bit more, but she goes in depth and she tells you not only who you was, the last time, but she goes like 3 or 4, deep into it, So, and it's really worth it, for those who are really into the spiritual stuff and searching and learning. So, just keep that in mind. Website, WUNAM and Adinkra.com.
Yeah, past life readings entail more than that, okay? I just do basic right now. Past life, when we do the past life readings, I'll tell you at least 3 past lives. I'll tell you what you did in the past lives and what you came back here to do, okay? So they do entail more than that, okay?
Yeah, very in-depth, as I said.
All right, fam, I got to get up over here because allergies starting acting up. That the phlegm in the throat is starting to get scratchy. Time to go. We'll see y'all maybe on Wednesday.
Marie Laval.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If I do a summons and below, I'm not gonna do it live no more. Because when I did the King Tut, a few of y'all didn't believe. Okay? And see, the thing about it, when you're really summoning spirits, it's sort of like you need to really be in a full trance. And I wasn't in a full trance like I should have been, but I should never did the King Tut. Because I wasn't in a full trance like I should have been. And it's hard to do that when you're on camera. Sometimes the spirit will come in and out. It won't show. The spirit will come in and out. So if I do the past life video, I'm not going to do it live. I'll do a live audio on the Marie Laveau for you, but I won't do it live because it's very complicated. A lot of times when you're calling these spirits down, they'll shut off the cameras. Mm-hmm. They'll shut off the cameras if they when they really fully take over your body, they will shut off the cameras.
And a lot of spirits don't like for you to film anyway. That's what I noticed. Like when we did the show Spirits of Atlanta,
when we did the TV show,
they kept cutting. The spirits kept knocking out the producers' cameras and draining the batteries. They kept having to reconnect them, rehook them, get new batteries. They had to hook
mine 3 times.
They had to keep getting back up, especially when we was calling down the spirits. And we wasn't really doing spiritual work, but when we call them down, because we do so much spiritual work, when we call them, when we speak, the spirits listening, they coming. Even if we don't call it by a name that you know, because we didn't say Shango, we said Zango, right? Shango. And he still came. And,
that's the Brazilian aspect of it.
And so he still came, and he was about to take the chicken's life, but we didn't let it happen. We stopped it, but like people made jokes about it. But that, like, even though we wasn't actually doing a ritual, those spirits still would show up. So a lot of times we just can't.
Yeah, see, it depends. Like he said. When they're around, and especially when you're calling certain spirits down, they'll come in and out. But I couldn't do it like I really wanted to do it because it won't. They won't. Especially with my ancient ones right here. They like to have an exclusive relationship, and I was getting him in and out, and I'm communicating with him and my telepathically. You know what I mean? At the same time. So I mean, I really didn't like that because I think it could have been. Better.
She could have, I think what she's trying to say, she could have communicated better with spirit had she not had to focus on the questions that I was asking.
No, not that. Just two, being on camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of times when you, like for instance, when you have personal clients, and just say if your personal clients want you to summon a spirit, or you need to summon a spirit to get more information for a personal client, you really need to have a setting and set up for that. Like your candles, it needs to be dark. You need to be really having a setting to be able to really summon them where they're coming through. It's almost like you're being possessed. Okay? So, if I do that for you, Nova, I will do it on live audio because it's better. It's not I'm being watched. It's better to do it that way, okay? So we'll do it. We'll consider that. All right, family. Kim Smith says all pictures at my mother's funeral came out black. Wow. I don't understand why people take pictures of people's funerals and awake. I don't want to remember nobody. I don't go to funerals awake. I'd rather remember, my ancestors the way that they was. I don't want to see them laying in the damn casket. Because
remember, when you see them in the casket, that's what you're going to remember last.
Right. You're going to just keep seeing their face laying in the casket. And that's probably, they probably came out black because she didn't want y'all to take pictures of her, Kim. All right, family, we're out. Time to go. Time to get off of here. We'll see everybody most likely Wednesday. We'll probably do some love readings. Tune in.
All right, peace.
Peace and blessings.
Your day. Love is everyone's dream. Love is love, you know what I mean. Love is you can't find nowhere else. Love is the love of yourself. Love is a game you don't play. Love is a part of your day. Love is everyone's dream. Love is love, you know what I mean. Hello, V-E is love. Hello, V-E is love. Hello, V-E is love. Ain't no way you live without my love. Ain't no way I live without your love. Ain't no way you survive without love. You don't play. Love is an emotion you can't wash away. Love is that you really care. Love is easy if you dare. Love is you can't find nowhere else. Love is the love of yourself. Love is a game you don't play. Love is a part of your day.